Welcome to this, your daily 180 Bible study. Thank you so much for being with us today. We certainly do appreciate you joining us. We are in the midst of a study on worry. Did you know that the Lord prohibits worry for His faithful child? We're not to be engaged in becoming obsessed about the problems of life, because if there is something you can do about it, there's no need to worry. If you can't do anything about it, there's no need to worry. And one of the things that happens with worry is that our focus is directed toward the wrong thing. And we become consumed with issues that are going to take us away from God. We don't have time to be misdirected. As a matter of fact, in Ephesians chapter 5 and verse number 16, Paul would write, "Redeeming the time because the days are evil." The child of God doesn't have time to waste time. And that's exactly what worry is. And someone says, "But you don't understand my situation. You don't understand the health problems that I have. You don't understand the economic crisis that I'm facing." Well, I mentioned to you yesterday that in the book of Philippians we find one of the most positive messages throughout the whole Bible. And what makes that rather amazing is Paul is writing from a prison cell. And he's going to write about the fact that he's learned how to deal with his situation regardless of what it is. Look at Philippians chapter 4, beginning at verse number 10. "But I rejoice in the Lord greatly that now at last your care for me has flourished again, though you surely did care, but you lacked opportunity. Not that I speak in regard to need, for I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound in everything, and in all things I have learned both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer." Isn't that amazing? Paul says, "I'm good. Whatever the circumstances, I'm good." How can you do that, Paul? How can you have great need and say, "I'm good"? How can you one day have everything you need and the next day not have what you need and say, "It's okay"? Verse number 13. We read this verse a lot, but it's a very important verse. He explains how he's able to not worry and be content. "I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me." Now that is the key to living a worry-free life. Thank you for being with us today.